Okay, so I just stumbled upon this library called Patolette for color quantization, and it does some really cool stuff.
Oh, patolette? That name sounds interesting. What's its main selling point?
It implements this weighted variant of Shell and Wu's PCA-based quantizer. It's not your average quantizer for sure.
Wait, you're telling me it's based on PCA? That changes the whole game for color quantization.
Exactly. It's supposed to provide better results in color accuracy. Plus, it supports different color spaces like CLV and ICTCP.
So it's not just about reducing colors, it's about doing it in a scientifically robust way. That's wild.
Right? And it even uses saliency maps to prioritize visually striking areas. Imagine the possibilities for image processing.
That's actually kind of genius. You know how some areas in images draw your eye more? It's like giving them extra weight.
Totally. And they also have an optional k-means refinement step to enhance the palette's quality even more.
K-means refinement. I can see how that would make the color selection sharper.
Yep, but here's a catch. The library is still in its early stages, and they warn it's not ready for production use.
Ah, the classic open source dilemma, right? Lots of potential, but still needing a bit of polish.
Exactly. The installation process isn't too painful, but it's manual for now. They're hoping to simplify that soon.
So, what's the installation like? Is it straightforward, or are we in for a headache?
You usually just clone the repository and go from there. For Linux, you need to install some dependencies first.
Dependencies, the bane of a developer's existence. But not too bad if you follow the steps.
Right? And on macOS, it's pretty much the same. Just use Homebrew for installation.
And what about Windows? I've heard that can be quite a struggle sometimes.
Oh, Windows is a bit tricky. You might need pkgconfig and build some libraries before you even start.
Sounds like a proper adventure, but I guess the end result could be worth it.
Absolutely. Once it's set up, you can quantize images using different color spaces.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you can pick color spaces based on image needs.
Exactly. For instance, you might choose CLV for high-quality palettes or ICTCP for smoother results.
It's like being a mad scientist with colors. But I'm curious, how does the saliency map work?
Good question. The saliency map weights areas based on visual prominence, so key features get more attention.
So essentially, you're giving prominence to what's likely to catch the viewer's eye. That's brilliant.
Yes, it's kind of like focusing on the main character in a movie. Everything else supports that.
You know, this makes me think of different art styles and how they emphasize certain colors.
Totally. Just like how Van Gogh used color to draw viewers' focus. This library could replicate that in a way.
That gives me chills. Imagine applying it to digital art or graphics. The potential is huge.
And don't forget about memory usage. It can get pretty high with larger images.
So it's a balancing act, quality versus resource consumption.
Exactly, and it's slower compared to fast methods like median cut or octree approaches.
It seems like this library is pushing boundaries, but still has room for improvement.
Right. It still feels like a work in progress, but the concepts behind it are impressive.
So, if someone dabbled with images, they could have a lot of fun testing this out.
Definitely. Plus, the flexibility in color spaces makes it a great tool for exploratory work.
You could really play around with aesthetics and find new ways to present images.
And who knows, it might inspire new styles or trends in digital art.
Exactly. But now I'm curious, what's next for Patolette?
They're working on optimizing memory use and speed. Imagine it being lightning fast.
That would be incredible. It could really open up user creativity.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see how it evolves. It's like monitoring the growth of a fresh idea.
You know, this really makes you think about how tech and art can intersect in such fascinating ways.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful reminder of innovation's power to redefine creativity. What a time to experiment.
Totally. The journey of discovery in tech feels endless, and libraries like Patolette are just the tip of the iceberg.
So true. And it leaves me wondering, what other creative tools are just waiting to be uncovered?